Previously on Battlestar Galactica.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Cliffjumper here, aka Brendan. You can use either as my alter ego, but just wanted to say happy National Cliff Driving Awareness Month. February is the month that I drove off a cliff in Malibu, and maybe do a little video about that here sometime soon. But today is not about that. We're just following up and finishing up our Carly review, and I've got bad news. Hey there YouTube, just welcoming you back to the channel. I'm feeling a whole lot better since having COVID last month. I'm probably up to about 80% capacity, so I'm able to get back to doing some fairly normal stuff, working on my cars, driving my cars, stuff like that. I know it's been an interesting beginning to the year, but we're into it, 2021. And I am going to be warming up one of my Christmas presents that I got today. My wife got me a Carly unit. So I just opened it up. It comes in a nice little box with the very limited instructions. So the unit itself is pretty tiny. It's a little tiny deal. And if you're not familiar with Carly, it's basically an enhanced USB reader that works through an app on your smartphone. So I haven't fired it up yet, and I am just trying it out for the first time. So we're gonna start off with my wife's Toyota Sequoia. It does have an intermittent brake light that comes on, and while I am familiar with the main cause of that brake light, and we've dealt with that in a previous video, I'm curious about codes stored in the vehicle. I've never scanned it as long as we've had this car. So we're gonna get into it and just see what sort of codes might be popping in this car and what might lurk. So I'm gonna check out the Carly for the first time. So plug in the Carly unit there, and we are supposed to turn the ignition on, as you would expect. And all right, so we've got vehicle selection. Scroll on down to Toyota and find the Sequoia 2003 gasoline. And let's see what we got here. Okay, I'm not a big fan of notifications, so I'm just going to ignore that. Let's get started. And I need to unlock functionality. Now, this came with a code, so I'm going to go ahead and... I don't think this is like a secret code, but it's like Carly 10. Let's see, yeah, I have the Carly adapter. And, okay, so all brands, yeah. So it's 83 bucks a year. All right, well, I'm probably gonna use this a lot. So current vehicle, yes. Interesting. You know what? I'm gonna see if I can figure this out, and then we'll come back and scan it, because right now it doesn't seem to have unlocked, and it should have. All right, so it doesn't have the most intuitive setup. It like doesn't walk you through step by step, even though it does tell you plug in your adapter to the OBD port and turn on your ignition, and then has you sign up and choose the plan. There's a subscription associated here, but it still doesn't, like, at that point I'm pressing the button saying scan the car, and it's telling me to select which car, even though I've already entered in, oh yeah, it's a 2003 Toyota Sequoia. So it's not super intuitive, and the interface probably could use some more work. So Carly, yeah, smooth this out. Make it easier for people that are just getting started. This is stupid. So anyway, let's see what's going on. So health, check for issues, and car is being checked. One issue found. Probably the brakes, I'm guessing, because I do have that recurring brake light. Haven't had a check engine light pop on this car like ever, so if there's anything else going on in here, that'll be a surprise to me. But actually, you know, sometimes there are errors and there are things that happen that don't trigger a check engine light, and they're worth fixing. So I guess we'll just give this a couple of minutes and see what it comes up with.
5 minutes later.
Well, I don't know if this is par for the course for the very first time that you run the Carly software and do a scan on your car, but it's been running for 14 minutes now, and it's still saying that it's only checked 5% of the systems in my car. It has found one issue, but it seems to be stuck at this one place. Now, I went ahead and looked on the Carly technical support website, and there are precious few articles posted, and it doesn't appear to be an interactive forum where users can post their questions and receive answers from either other users in the community or from people at Carly. So, and most of the videos I have found have appeared to have been in German. So, I'm a little bit disappointed right now so far at the lack of support and the lack of ability to just get up and running with this. It should be easy, you would think. This has been out for a while, and you know, the idea of a OBD2 dongle that connects to your phone via Bluetooth, not complicated, and an app that should scan it. I mean, I've seen lots of videos of other people using this successfully, and it hasn't done this. So I don't know if it's just the fact that it's a Toyota, not a BMW or a German car, or what the deal is. But anyway, we're going on 15 minutes now, and it's just still sitting. It says this might take a couple of minutes. Well, no kidding, it's taken forever. So I'm going to reserve judgment until it actually does come back with some results, and I can look at what the scan turns up. But a universal USB plug-in that I have takes about 30 seconds. This is ridiculous. Like, my Volkswagen factory scan tool doesn't take this long to scan one of the other cars. So anyway, so far, not impressed.
20 minutes later.
All right, color me even less impressed with this Carly device. I've been waiting for 25 minutes now. It keeps saying this might take a couple of minutes. 5% of systems checked so far, and it has a nice cancel button, but I hit cancel and now I just have a spinning wheel of death and nothing is happening. So really not impressed with this. This is apparently a pretty big waste of money. So without having any way to get a hold of support, I don't really know what to do with this other than to cancel my subscription and send the device back and say, keep working on it for a couple of years, and maybe when you've worked out simple bugs like this, then release it to the general public. But right now, this sucks. Just a little update on the Carly thing. I've emailed their customer support, and they had me go through a number of steps multiple times, and now we're just stuck. They basically had me remove the app from my phone and reinstall it, and then go back and verify all the connections, and it's still getting stuck at the exact same place. So at the end of the day, I want to give this a fair review, and I am going to wait until I hear back from customer service the next time around before I post this video. But anyway, It's frustrating when you get a diagnostic tool, or really any tool, and it doesn't work the way it's supposed to, especially if it's electronic in nature. And you know, it's one thing if you go to Harbor Freight Tools or wherever, you buy a thing and it doesn't work. You just take it and you exchange it. Having to wait on other people's time to get back to you because you bought something or you were given something as a gift and it just doesn't work, annoying. So anyway, that's where we're at with that. So I'm waiting to hear back from their customer support again to find out if maybe just the unit they sent me is a bad unit, or if it doesn't actually work with the car that I'm trying to hook it up to, which is a 2003 Sequoia. No reason it shouldn't, but anyway, that's where we're at right now. At the moment though, I'm still having to give 2 thumbs down on the Carly thing, which is really disappointed. I really wanted it to work. Really looking forward to being able to use it on a variety of different cars and see what it would do, but if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. So Carly, if you've been following along with this, is it's a company based in Germany, and they focus mostly on German cars. And for most German cars and current cars, they do an awesome job of providing you dealer level service diagnostics through the computer that you can read through your phone. I received a Carly for Christmas, and I was really excited about it, and I plugged it into my Volkswagens and it works just fine with them. But what I really needed it for was my 2003 Sequoia, which has a couple of codes that keep popping, and I wanted that dealer level of being able to get in and see what's actually going on inside. And unfortunately, after going back and forth with Carly customer support, they finally got back to me today. And let me back up and just kind of walk you through. So I received this thing for Christmas. It was ordered in early December. December 7th, as a matter of fact, my wife ordered it for me. And a great birthday present, not birthday present, Christmas present. I was very excited about it, went out and plugged it in, and it didn't work. So I reached out to customer support, and it took them about 3 days to get back to me in an email and gave me a couple of things to try. Tried those things, it didn't work. Emailed them back, didn't hear back for a week. Finally, they say, oh, we're going to let you update it. So we're sending a special update that is going to apply just to your account. So when you log in, it'll be an update and you should be good to go. So I go in, I follow their instructions. There's no update. It doesn't do anything. I email them back. And again, it takes a full week for them to get back to me. And they say, oh yeah, it should be ready for you now. So I go and I follow the instructions. And this time it does do the update to their little adapter. And it still didn't work. It was just getting stuck reading at 5% on this thing. And so it's kind of a bummer, because I was really hoping to use this thing to diagnose not only my own car, but other people's cars. And looking forward to that ability, because, you know, as somebody who tinkers on a lot of cars, the ability to have that dealer level diagnostic is invaluable. That's awesome. It didn't work. So I emailed them back again. Didn't hear back from them for a week. And again, they say, well, you know, we think the problem is maybe a bad adapter. So they send me a new adapter, and it takes a week to get the new adapter. And this is one of those weird things. Normally, in today's day and time, being 2021, 21st century, customer service, when you've got a defective product, you pay for the return label for your customer to send back the defective product. But no, Carly had me send back the old one on my dime, and then they specifically said, we're not going to reimburse you for the shipping costs, it's just on your dime. Like, so I've got a broken thing, it hasn't worked, I've had it since Christmas, and they make me pay to send it back to them. What? I'm like, how is that even a thing? So poor form so far, poor form, really bad customer service. So I send it back to them, they send me the new one, I get the new one, follow their instructions, and lo and behold, it doesn't work. So, again, I email them, and it takes about a week to hear back again from their customer service support. slowest customer service I've ever had. And they finally get back to me and say, we're so sorry, this adapter is not compatible with your car. Go ahead and send us back the adapter and we'll refund you. Well, although to their credit on this phone, they said, we'll refund you the shipping for this one. Now I'm gonna see if they'll refund the shipping for the other one, because otherwise I'm out the money to ship them their own broken stuff that they should know if it works or not. I mean, you are Carly. You are a company that does car diagnostics. You should know what cars your thing works with and what it doesn't. And if it doesn't work with a car, don't list it on your website as something that it works with. I mean, this shouldn't be hard. I'm annoyed, I'm disappointed, and I cannot give a thumbs up to Carly as somebody who was hoping to be somebody who give a vouch for it, but I can't. So unfortunately, cannot give a Cliffjumper recommendation for the Carly device. It's thumbs down unless you have a Volkswagen. Apparently it works with a Volkswagen, and that's all I can vouch for. So if you've got a Mark IV Volkswagen, okay. But really at this point, if you've got a Mark IV Volkswagen, you should probably just be getting the Rostec VCDS, because there are no issues with that, and so far the issues galore with Carly, both in the actual device itself and their customer service. So I'm gonna give a thumbs down to the Carly. Maybe in a couple of years when they work out the bugs and it's a good device, it'll be awesome. I love the theory of the Carly, but it does not actually work. So avoid, avoid, avoid. Hope this helped you out if you were considering getting this thing for anything other than a Volkswagen. Now again, specifically we got this to work with our 2003 Toyota Sequoia. Anything OBD2 should work with this. It's OBD2. It's not new technology. This technology has been out since 1995. They need to figure out some stuff. Hope this helped you. It's a bummer. I don't like giving bad reviews, but I just have to, because their thing doesn't work. All right. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Wait! There's more!
If you wouldn't mind checking out my Drive Tribe articles that I've written, head on over there. You can search for my name. I've written a few articles about various car experiences. I'd love for people to read my stuff. And of course, if you want to partner with me on Patreon and help sponsor me so that I can keep putting out great content, for many of the videos that we're doing, replacing parts, doing DIY projects, how to do stuff at home, I want to provide that material for you, and hopefully you find it fun and encouraging and inspiring, and at the very least mildly entertaining. But thank you so much for tuning in. God bless you, and I'm going to just leave you with a few more happy Wookiee noises as I accelerate out of here.